Hello everybody, this is Thomas here, and it's been quite a while since I've last made a channel update video, so now seems very fitting. So, if you haven't noticed, at the beginning of the year, I started to make more videos again. I made a video series of me playing through The Simpsons Hit and Run, and then as the year went on, I started a series with Need for Speed Underground 2, and that's kind of where things fell apart. Also keep in mind that I am employed at a part-time job, and I am also a secretary in my local community service organization. So my work-life balance is, I would honestly say, unique for somebody who's my age. And as well as that, I've been working on getting my driver's license, which is a rite of passage, and in all honesty, it's something I need to do because a lot of other things in my life I can't really get started on until I'm on the road. And that means that I gotta make sure that I make the time to practice driving, I make the time to take care of my secretary responsibilities, along with my obligations with my part-time job. And also, I am still working on my modification for The Simpsons Hit and Run, which I have tried to make status update videos for over the course of the year, but because of my inability to make a large amount of progress in a significant time frame, I haven't made that many videos. However, I have gotten assistance from other people in the community that I'm friends with to help get the mod going, so to speak. This has also prevented me from going into other projects that I've been really itching to do, such as learning how to play my bass guitar, along with other projects that I would love to get into. And as much as this might change in the future once I get my driver's license and other things come to a head, at this point in time it's really difficult for me to make YouTube videos consistently. And it really does bum me out because I honestly had a really good system in the beginning of the year. And as much as my Need for Speed videos didn't do as good as my Hit and Run videos, it was still something that I enjoyed for a little while. But it also doesn't help that that Need for Speed game in particular is very repetitive, and in all honesty, I was kind of burnt out by the time I made the last few videos. So maybe it's for the best that that particular series has ended, but at the same time, you know, I would like to think that I could start a project and finish it. And that's honestly been the mentality that I've had recently, and that's why I've stepped back from so many projects that I was involved in, because I wanted to make sure that the ones that I was working on that were high priority got the love, time, and care that they needed, instead of, you know, spreading myself thin across a ton of projects, and either A, nothing significant being done in a lot of those projects, or those projects releasing and not having the polish that they need. So it's been very difficult figuring out what stuff needed to go on the shelf and what stuff I could take care of. And in all honesty, it's just been very frustrating because I want to do so many things and I don't have the time to do all of them right now. So I will definitely admit that my channel's had an identity crisis over the last few years. Going from playthrough content to review content, back and forth. Honestly, I've had a really hard time figuring out what sticks, and that's also been affected by how much free time I've had, because in all honesty, I only have so much time at the end of the day because of, like I've mentioned, my job and my community service. But I really do want to create some very informative and interesting content, but at this point in time, it just doesn't seem feasible. However, I'm still brainstorming something because, look, I've had this channel for 7 years now, and I want to do something with it that I can actually be proud of, because most of the content that I have on this channel I'm not proud of, but at the same time, that's because I made most of these videos when I was a teenager, and I was still figuring out who I was and what I'm doing. And it's not like there's really anything wrong with that, but it's still something that bothers me. But in another respect is a time capsule, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but the best way I could put it is I'm at a point right now where I don't know what the future of this channel is. And I'm trying to figure that out. But I need to finish up some things in my life before I can come back here and give a definitive answer. And, you know, for me, that stings. Because I would love to give an answer of, hey, I'm coming back, but I can't at this point. Because I have other projects I need to complete. And I also have my commitments and obligations. I mean, hey, you know, I gotta pay for my bills somehow. I'm grateful that I'm still able to live at home, but at the same time, you know, I have my own bills, I have my own responsibilities, as well as making sure that I pull my own weight when it comes to housework and other things. You know, it's being an adult. And I wish that being an adult was at least a little more streamlined, but that's very wishful thinking. But I appreciate you watching the whole video with my, I guess you could call this an update, but it's more of a ramble. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you in another video. Have a good one.
You suck!
These fresh skid marks leading away from the scene of the crime could be a clue. But who's to say, really? These fresh skid marks leading away from the scene of the crime could be a clue. But who's to say, really? Skid marks, skid marks, skid marks, skid marks, skid marks.